Hey, thanks very much for joining me. I'm Dean, this is Woodwork Journey, and today we've got a new but old tool. New to me. Let's get into it. Right, so if you've been watching for a minute, then you'll know that I love my little Titan Bandsaw. It's my first bandsaw, and it's something that has done a grand job over the last nearly a year, however long it's been. However, there have been two things that I've found to be a little frustrating with it. The tensioner, well, I did do a setup video for this. The tensioner could be a little bit better. Not gonna lie, I think it could be a little bit, could be a little bit better. Also, the 85mm maximum height is a little bit of a challenge when resawing wood. If you're not using reclaimed wood or you're not using wood that you've cut down from trees, then it's not a problem. But I've got some stuff I need to cut down. This has been in my drying cupboard for a number of months now, and this just isn't going to do it. With 85mm going on top to bottom, that's not really the business. The other thing is, while a new blade and the setup that I've talked about previously certainly does help when it comes to getting nice straight cuts, and this does a pretty damn good job, it still has a maximum of a 1/4 inch or 3/8 blade, which is something that I wanted to sort of change up. I wanted to be able to use a 1/2 inch blade and have more height. Now then, the problem with upgrading something like that is it's super expensive. So in keeping with this channel, we found another way of doing things. And that comes from the other day when I spent a day with a local cabinet joiner, cabinet maker and joiner company. He suggested an old ELU machine, and so I got home, had a look on Marketplace, and would you believe it, there was one for 125 quid. And I went to go and pick it up today, got a little bit off it, but went to go and pick it up, which means that my second-hand bandsaw is cheaper, I think, than my brand new Titan. But this is quite old. Now, I will tell you more about it in a moment, but it's something that I figured would be of interest to you guys, primarily because I'm seeing quite a few of them on Facebook Marketplace and on eBay. So it's something, they were very popular and they're still apparently very good machines. So I thought it would be something that I'd share with you guys. Okay, let me show you what I've got. And this is the beast. It's an ELU EBS 3401A1. And the reason I think this is great is because DeWalt also made this, or this was also available under the DeWalt branding with a similar, I think it was a similar 3401 number. Now then, there's a bunch of cool things about this, and let me tell you what they are. Alrighty, so point number one is that rather than that 85mm cut height, we've now got about 155mm cut height now, which is, it's just ridiculous. That's absolutely mental. Also, this machine will take up to a 1/2 inch blade, which again makes me very, very happy. I don't know if it'll go any bigger. When I looked at the wheels, it might do, but let me show you the inside. So opening her up, we've got this on the insides, which looks very similar to what you would get from any other bandsaw, to be fair. However, there are a couple of points in here that are worth noting. First of all, I think I am going to, at some point, possibly have to figure out how to clean up these. Whoops, dropped the camera. Have to figure out how to clean up these a little bit. I think these have just got sort of hard over time. I'm not sure how grippy they'll be on blades moving forward, but you know, they work for the time being. But I think that might be something that I'll have to repair, or I'll have to see if I can kind of refurb this to maybe be a little bit softer or something. We'll look into that one, but if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Then what we've got going on, which I think is brilliant, I believe this here is a 2-speed bandsaw, because we've got those two different pulleys. And I believe that the smaller pulley means it's going to go nice and quickly, and the larger pulley means that it'll go a little bit on the slower side. I believe that's what it is. I know there is a 2-speed version, and I think this might be it. But yeah, so there we go. That's the inside of it. Otherwise it looks very similar to a normal kind of bandsaw, but the fact that it's got a 1/2-inch blade, the fact that we can really kind of get this nice and low, it's fantastic. However, it's not all roses and unicorns and rainbows. So what's up with it, Dean? Well, one of the things is this fence. So you can see that we've got a lot of movement there, and that just means that it doesn't sort of self-level against the blade. Also, what we've got basically underneath this section, there are a couple of points that will run down in a groove that goes along this section right here, and that's, I guess, supposed to try and keep things relatively stable, but it doesn't do a grand job, to be honest with you. So I think I will be improving the fence on this and upgrading it at some point in time, but yeah, it's going to be one of those things that is a bit annoying, but not insurmountable. For the benefits that I'm getting for this, I think I can cope with a slightly dodgy fence. Plus it's not very high, so I'll have to make a higher kind of affair anyway. So that's kind of a bit of a hoo-ha with it, and I'll probably have to take the paint off of this top as well. One thing that is massively unnecessary in this workshop environment, but kind of fun, is you get one of these little keys, which you have to put in the little hole there to make it move. It doesn't even stay attached, so there's a strong chance I'm going to lose that at one point. But once that's in there, then you can press the puppy on. Sorry for the truly awful audio, but I just thought I'd show you if I can. I don't know if that's going to be too dark, but I've put some white spirits and given the tires all a good cleaning. Got some white spirits on there to get a lot of the gunk and nastiness off. I've reset the blocks to make sure that the blade guards are in place. I've lubed the bearings at the back with some anti-friction PTFE stuff, which I love, and although this spins like a monster, I have just lubed that and the bottom one as well, and as you can see, we're set up to be exactly 90 degrees now as well. So yeah, I'm just taking this on to the end of the video. Again, sorry for the awful sound, but yeah, I just thought I'd show you that a little bit of a clean up, and it's going like a boss now. Woohoo! And so there you go. That's a brief overview of my new to me bandsaw, which I'm super excited about. I'm going to get in touch with Ian at Tough Saws in the UK. I've heard nothing but good things about those guys, just to see if he knows of what other blades may fit in this one. But I'm hoping to get a new ripping 1/2-inch blade, and then I will go for kind of a regular 3/8 or 1/4 inch or something, just for doing curves and fun stuff like that. So that's the plan. But I'll have to save up some more cash before I can do that. I will also at some point in time build a better fence for it, but that will be something to come on the channel. Like I said earlier on, these are coming up all over the place on Marketplace and eBay and all sorts of things for between 100 and 150 quid. So if you've got one of the Titans, then this could be an upgrade for not very much more money. Or if you've used a bandsaw before and think, I might do that, then something like this might be the kiddie for you. Now, to be fair, I have heard that the tensioner can thread a little bit on occasions, and we haven't got kind of like modern bearings and things in the block going on here. We do just have the blocks going either side of the blade, but again, not really a huge problem. It's just something to be aware of. But no, that will be it. So yeah, if you know any, I mean, there's a size difference, obviously. And that's not a perspective thing, they are side by side. It does look a little bit like this is really far away. But yeah, if you're in Norwich, Norfolk, or in this kind of area and need to buy a Titan bandsaw, I've got one up for sale with a couple of blades and some spares. But no, that's it. I'm really chuffed with this. I think it's been an absolute bargain, and I can't wait to really get it under heavy usage and see how it performs. But you'll see it in videos moving forward, and I hope it's been interesting for you today. Thank you very much indeed, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.